Hello, creepy crawlies. You caught me getting a drink. We are so excited about our show this evening. So, we know a lot of people in our families and friends are terrified of clowns. And so, what are we going to talk about? We're going to talk about clowns, everything good about clowns, everything bad about clowns, all of the things you ever wanted to know about clowns, but were scared to ask. So, let's go ahead and bring in my glorious, lovely co hosts. Hi, Kat.
Hi, how are you?
Oh, shit, you're a
Hello.
clown.
Hey,
I mean, oh, crap,
Lauren.
you're a clown. Oh, okay. Hi, Lauren. How are you?
Hi.
I love this
Great.
makeup. This is awesome.
Thank you. I had like very short amount of time to do this, so I was like, you know what? We're gonna go with mascara splatter. And that's what we're gonna do. It's
You're lovely.
Looking festive.
thank you.
Yeah. I ended up looking like the Black Dahlia, so there's that.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm like,
Fitting esque.
I know, sort of the, it is, it is a little, okay, never mind. I could, it's a little gas glow smile going there, but so what has everybody been doing in the last 2 weeks? Has it been 2
Watched
weeks?
the entire thing of Sandman.
Oh my God, was that, it looks gorgeous. I haven't watched it yet.
Oh, it's so good. I also did read the comics like way back in the day, but I bad memory. I can see why everyone gets really grumpy about like oh it's not 100%, and they're not going to do an exact replica of the comics. Y'all let them do some things, and I personally absolutely loved it. I couldn't think of one thing about it that I was like so highly recommend.
I've heard wonderful things, absolutely wonderful things. And, you know, the fact that Neil Gaiman, actually, Gaiman, I know I mispronounced that. Thank you, Carl.
Oh.
The fact that he puts a stamp of approval on it, because, a lot of times creators don't always approve of what Hollywood does with their creations. So it just makes me really excited, that much more excited to see it. The other thing that came out that I'm very excited to see is the new Predator movie, Prey. Have you seen anything about this?
They're making another one.
I think it's out.
It's out. It is out. And okay, first of all, I am not a big sci-fi person.
Your ghost.
Yeah, there's a ghost. Okay. No, I'm not a big sci-fi person. I lean towards horror and I lean towards like supernatural thrillers, but sci-fi is generally not my cup of tea. But this one actually looks very, very interesting. It's directed by Dan Trachtenberg, who did 10 Cloverfield Lane. A screenplay is by Patrick Asen. I'm not sure if I am pronouncing that correctly, who did Jack Ryan. The thing that is most interesting to me is it is produced by Jane Myers, who is part of the Comanche Nation. And this is set in Comanche Nation 300 years ago. And it follows a young warrior woman who encounters one of the predator creatures early on. And everything that I'm seeing about it, first of all, it is a majority indigenous cast. She has done a lot of research and has given the stamp of approval on props. But also there is, and I do believe this is like a first time thing, there is a subtitle in Comanche language. There's an option so you can view it all in Comanche. And I'm like, this is truly fascinating. And I kind of want to watch it now. It's like, this is really not something I would lean towards, but I really kind of want to watch it.
Okay, so they're adding on to the story of the original from the 80s.
It's a It's a prequel, and
they didn't remake the original. Okay, I'm just like no more remakes. Like, let's stop.
No, this is totally new. This is totally fresh. And there is Geek Gumshoe pointed out there is a scene in one of the trailers where one of the characters is given a pistol, and it's a flintlock pistol that is given to Danny Glover's character in the second Predator movie. So it does have that tie-in. So I'm like, okay, I might actually watch this one. Right. So I also wanted to take a moment and just acknowledge Magda is not going to be with us tonight, but she did prepare a lovely, lovely musing for us. But before, yes.
No, I was
You have
about
a
to say,
question?
before that, I want to bring in our guests so they can
Yes.
also react.
I know. That's what I was going to say. We need to bring in our guest.
Hello.
Oh, hi. Hi, how are you?
Good. How are
Doing
you?
good.
I was just, that was apple juice. How are you? I've been listening to you ladies talking about Prey.
Mm.
Have you seen it yet?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Oh, how is it?
You see my smile? Oh, it's
I
great.
love
It was amazing. It was okay. The way they did the Native American indigenous people, amazing. I love the whole thing. I was kind of, like everybody, it's not a remake, it's a reboot, I guess, or a prequel. So I went in there with my concerns, but after watching it, I was like, why can't it be longer? Where's the second movie?
Nice.
Well, and I understand it's a lengthy prequel. It takes a little bit. I mean, it's not a short movie. So to get to the end of it and go, where's the rest? I want more. I mean, yeah. So I noticed that we had some questions. Can we pop those back up? So our friend Eli, creator consent is a rarity. That's what saved Evil Dead remake by letting Bruce Campbell have a say in it. Okay. Everybody loves Bruce.
I like Bruce.
In Huff Photo, wonderful photographer in our area, and we love him. And thank you so much. So we do have a Magda's Musing, and so we're going to, and it's all about our show. So let's go ahead and play that.
Isn't it rich? Aren't we a pair? Me at last on the ground, you in midair, sending the clowns. Isn't it bliss? Don't you approve? One who keeps tearing around, one who can't move. Where are the clowns? Send in the clowns. Just when I stopped opening doors, finally knowing the one that I wanted was yours, making my entrance again with my usual flair, sure of my lines, no one is there. Isn't it rich? Isn't it queer? Losing my timing this late in my career. Where are the clowns? There ought to be clowns. Well, maybe next year. Don't you love a farce? My fault, I fear. I thought that you'd want what I want. Sorry, my dear. But where are the clowns? Send in the clowns. Don't bother. They're here. Here. Here.
Oh my God, I love it.
The film or the camera just zooming in on the one clown with the.
You're waiting for him to be like, ah.
So that clown is from Cave City. If you've never been to Cave City, I think it's Missouri, but it's one of the locations that actually still has like one of the teepee cities that you can go rent and stay in a teepee. Not like a hotel. It's in Kentucky.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Okay.
But it's like one of the hotel, like one of those really odd, fun. That's where the photo came from. We did that. It was a lot of it.
So I have a question about that. So you have teepees you rent, and then there's clowns outside the teepees. Is that a thing there, or?
Okay, so it wasn't actually. I think it wasn't actually like it's a concrete teepee. There, you know what? There were clowns while we were there, but there was some events going on. I don't know if they're there all the time. I don't.
Now I'm curious. Now I'm gonna have to start Googling and research this place. Like, what is this fascinating place with clowns
at Guntown Mountain? I know there was one at Guntown Mountain.
Guntown
I think
Mountain.
that's where the picture came from. Okay.
Random things.
So my question is that clown head hollow? Like, can you go in the clown head? Because he's like the whole time. I mean,
we have so many questions about this photo. Yes.
Okay, so I'm kind of figuring if the clown head was accessible, I would have been hanging out of the clown's mouth because that's just kind of I probably would have been sitting in the clown's mouth, something of that nature. So yeah, I'm assuming that it was not. It's been a couple of years.
Okay,
I mean-
so it was your photo. That was your picture then that was taken.
Yes.
Okay,
Well, it was
that
nice.
collaborative work with Magda and your photos.
Yes.
You know that concurring joke of like how many clowns can fit in a tiny little car?
Oh yes, we
wonder how
use
many
that joke a
clowns
lot.
can fit in that head.
All
And
of
see,
them.
the first thing I think of whenever I see that he's got his mouth open, he's smiling, I'm just like, oh, it's like mini golf. Like you pop the
Yeah, then there's that, yeah,
Yeah.
with the windmill and the clowns and the
and then it spits it back out and he goes, yeah.
What the?
Okay, so there
That was
are.
good.
So that is that is one of those locations that there's so much that is like broke down. It is decrepit. There's a lot of places that are still active and running, but there are surprisingly a lot of little like clown structures all over Cave City. At least there was when I was there, and it was like abandoned amusement park that we went through. Oh yeah,
that's
it was
fun.
So
That
much
would be a
fun.
good time. Yes.
Nice.
I love
I need the
abandoned
address.
buildings. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I need
But
that.
amusement parks, that's a different level of abandonment. That would be a fun one.
There,
Oh,
that
yes.
would be a fun episode. Hey, field trip.
Hey,
Ah.
yeah. I know at least where one is that, we can probably somewhat, as long as we don't get into.
Yeah, totally legal.
know.
We should put that online.
It's
I'm
not
all
illegal,
about
you
not
don't
getting
get
caught. Let's go.
I know, as long as you don't get caught, everything's legal.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. So I want to take a minute also in Willy Vodka. Can you just kind of give us a brief elevator pitch of who you are and why you're here? Why are you here?
One, I'm gonna answer that question. I don't know. Second, I am Willy Vodka. I'm your favorite uncle you've never met from Creepy Hollow Haunted House here in Houston, Texas. I am a haunt actor. I've done a lot of different things. I do a lot of social media. Do a lot of TikToks, Facebook, Twitch, you name it. I'm doing it. I travel the country sometimes, doing what I like to do. I like to scare people. It's my favorite thing to do. Apart from haunt season, I do a bunch of social media things. And why I'm here is because you lovely ladies invited me and you said you were going to bring drinks.
Wait, we did?
Yeah.
We do. Yeah.
Oh,
Does
we
it
always
count
bring
if
our
it's ours?
drinks.
I brought this. It says
Yeah.
Las Vegas.
We always
Las
have
Vegas.
drinks.
Yeah, I'm physical proof that what happens in Las Vegas does not stay in Las Vegas.
Same.
I think people are scared to take me to Vegas. Okay, so also we have an audience participation question. And of course, we're going to pop that up and then we are going to ask our guests to answer first. Have you ever had a traumatic encounter with a clown?
Is that for me?
Yeah,
for
that's
everyone.
for you. It's for everybody, but you start.
Have I ever had a traumatic event with a clown? I have a buddy named Scabs. He is from Houston. He is an actual clown. He calls himself the worst clown in H-Town. Traumatic? I don't know. It didn't scar me, but I mean, I've seen stuff that I shouldn't have seen from my buddy. He likes to show people his butt.
I know a few people like that.
Exhibitionist. All right.
And now every time we greet each other, we give each other a hug and we both reach for the butt. It just happens.
That's some love
Aw.
right there. That's
Yeah.
like true love.
As a traumatic experience, no, not really. I don't find clowns scary, ironically.
Funny. Funny
I
that.
have a question.
Okay.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Does the experience with a clown have to be with them while they are in clown, or can it be someone who is a clown but they were not clowning around at the time? I rhymed.
Yes.
Good.
Yes.
Well, I mean, how would you know if they were a clown if they're not in clown? They could just be a creepy guy like, John Wayne Gacy.
Engaged. I was engaged.
Captain
To them at the
Pandera
time.
says, go back. I didn't read it.
Yeah, we've got a
Excluding
couple.
the first
comments.
time I met Willie, no, I have not.
I don't know who that is.
Says
Huff
clown
Photo
butt
says
would.
clown butt would classify as traumatizing. LOL. I want to know if there's a red nose on the clown butt.
Her photo, you have there is a picture of him at a dock trying to go fishing, and his pants are all the way down, and all you see is a clown ass.
I just want to know if when you squeeze it, it goes.
Yeah, it does. Yeah, it does.
Yeah.
All right.
So there's horns in the butt. All right. Here.
Oh, I'm so happy right now.
So I understand, since we're talking about clowns and we're kind of getting away from, let's just kind of scroll back to the topic a little bit. We got a topic. I promise we got a topic.
We do.
You recently were in a movie.
Yes.
And that was Clown Motel 2?
Yes.
Okay, so what can you tell us about Clown Motel 2 and your experience?
Well, Clown Motel 2 is basically, I might explain it. It's a roller coaster. It's all over the place, but it also keeps you engaged. It keeps your attention. I'm in it. My buddy Relic the Clown from Creepy Hollow is also in it. We actually flew out to Las Vegas. We were there for like 4 or 5 days. I've never been to Vegas. It was, I'll tell you what, being a clown, riding the strip on a hover round, an experience I recommend for everybody. That
Well, you mean like a hover round, like a grandpa hover round, like with the not like a. Okay, we're following.
I want to drive that. I want to drive. Yeah, it's like.
I know it sounds weird.
I mean, they have them at grocery stores, DL. So
well, we
We don't have clowns.
We happen to Google what a hover round is.
it's
We
the
had
thing that's at the grocery
Oh.
store.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's like the
Yeah, like I fall and I can't get up. Yeah, that one.
it's the beep beep cart.
Yeah. So we had to specially order those because we were walking and we're like, man, this strip is far. It's long. It's a long strip. And Relic was like, I see a lot of people in hover rounds. What do you think they get them? I was like, no, I had to go ask somebody. Where did you get your old people mobile? And they gave us a number. We had to order them. They delivered them to us like an Uber. Picked them up at the floor, and I drove my little granny car all the way to my room, charged it for the night, and then the next day we went out in Clown at the strip.
Oh, that's
That
amazing.
was definitely some of the funnest times I've ever had. Saw a guy fighting his shadow on the side of the road, screaming at his shadow. He was about to fight him.
Nice.
That's
That
that
was
fast salts
interesting.
right there. Yep,
Yeah.
I can see that.
So let me get
After
this
all
straight.
that-
So basically,
Go ahead.
it was a bunch of clowns in little cars. Is that what I'm understanding?
It was just me and Relic and 2 little tiny cars. Yeah.
Okay.
Nice.
So we went after that. We went to Tenapa, where Clown Motel actually is located. And I asked one of our viewers that's been watching us for years. She was from Las Vegas. Her name is, I call her Potty Mouth Donna because she's a stalker and she like talks
Not
all
me.
kinds of crap. So yeah. So we asked her, hey, is there any gas stations between Las Vegas and Tenapa? She goes, yeah, there's gas stations everywhere. Everywhere there's gas stations. One. There was one gas station. And that was between right in the middle of Las Vegas and Tenapa. I mean, if we would have popped the tire, it would have looked really, really weird having a green and a red clown changing a tire in the desert. I would not come near it.
I would have drove right past y'all. No offense.
Yeah. Nobody would have helped us. So me and Relic are driving. We stop at that one gas station, and we start driving to Tenapa. And I was hoping to see more gas stations. There wasn't. So we get to Clown Motel, and Clown Motel, I shit you not, is one of the most interesting hotels you'll ever step foot on. And when I mean there's clowns, I mean the whole thing is clowns. Every single room has a clown theme. You go to the office, they have more than 100 clown dolls waiting for you.
I want to go.
It's
wanna go.
On top of that,
I want to
there's
go.
a cemetery right next to it.
Oh, I've heard.
Oh my
Yeah.
God. Okay. Yeah.
I've heard
This
of
is
this
a road
place
trip.
online. It's like there's some famous pictures of it with like the clowns
Yes.
and I know exactly where you're talking about. Yes.
So
It just needs to be a
Relic doesn't
road
do the
trip.
Relic doesn't do the paranormal very much. And we were filming there one night, and I was like, "Hey, you just want to get a room?" He's like, "Nope." And
Aw.
Don't want to stay at
this was
Clown
like,
Motel.
yeah, this was like at 2 a.m. when we finished filming, and I was like, "Are you sure?" He goes, "Nope, you're driving." This dude made me drive all the way from Tampa, all the way back, and guess what hotel we stayed in Las Vegas?
Circus.
Circus.
I was about to say, the Clown Hotel there. You're like, what's the difference?
Yeah, but I'm
So-
sorry. Clown
Go ahead.
Motel, I've seen pictures. It looks extremely frightening. I love clowns. I don't have an issue with
Oh,
clowns,
wow.
but my God, I'm thinking something's gonna kill me in that place. Might be fun.
Well, I assure you not. Like Texas, we're flat. Down here where I'm at in Houston, there's no hills, nothing. It's just flat. Las Vegas, it's nothing but hills, going up and down. I've never driven at night in hills, so I'm driving and I'm driving, and Relic's already trying to go to sleep, and I'm driving, and I see like lights way up above me, and I'm like, dude, and he's like, what? I was like, dude, he's like, what? I go, is that a UFO? And he's like, no. I was like, dude, that's way too high to be a car. He's like, it's a car. He's like, dude, I'm telling you, it was a car. It was a car.
It was
Is a
That could have added on to your out in the desert story where you get
Yeah.
sucked up and abducted by UFOs.
Yeah.
Yeah,
wanna
I'm thinking
go.
somebody died in that hotel.
There's a picture of me that went viral because there's a big page that shares that hotel every so often. They took my picture from Instagram and slapped it on there. Everybody's like, who's this clown? And I get nothing but tags, Willy Vodka. I was like, yep, that's me.
Yeah.
Nice.
But
So-
it was a fun trip.
So were you approached to be in the movie, or I mean, how? Because I mean, I know you've got a heck of a following out there, so I'm just kind of curious. How did you?
Nice.
All righty.
That's Hammy. That's my buddy Hammy. He's great. He's a great person. Well, I was in contact with the director for many years prior to Clown Motel. I saw Clown Motel 1, and somehow we ended up linking up, and I had him on Facebook. And Relic was like, hey, you think it'd be a good idea if we get into that movie? I was like, oh, dude, I know the director. So I shot him a message, and he's like, come on down, we could use you. So basically, that's how it ended up going. Because we were friends, it just happened to work out pretty well. And because of that, now we're gonna be filming a movie called Clowny here in a couple of months. And it's gonna be in our side of town, so we don't have to go anywhere where there's UFOs or nothing.
Gas. You have Buc-ee's
we don't-
you can stop at and have plenty of gasoline, petrol,
Yeah,
or
we don't
charge your electric car at.
Was there a moment in that where you were like driving the road and you're like, where are the gas stations? Where are the friggin' gas stations?
Not only that, I knew where that one gas station was, so I was like halfway there.
Okay.
So, well, you're getting used to driving in Texas. You see nothing but overpasses, right? Overpasses.
Mm-hmm.
So in my head, in the middle of the night, there's no lights like they have here in Houston, like on the side of the road. So in the far away distance, I was imagining an overpass. I never passed it. There was no overpass. In my head, there was one,
It's the
but there
sky.
wasn't really. Yeah.
It just wasn't coming closer.
Filming Clown Motel was really a very interesting experience because everybody's like sweating their ass off. It's like, oh, it's so hot. It is hot, but it's not
You're in
like
the
Texas
desert.
hot. It's not like Texas. Like we have hot and humidity. You ever heard of
Yeah.
swamp ass?
Yeah, we have it in Memphis too.
Oh yeah, we have.
Yeah, it's
awful.
y'all have it longer in the season than we do, but we're there.
Yeah. So I never took my face off. Nobody from Clown Motel knows how I look.
Nice.
The whole time I look like this. And they're just watching me like, aren't you hot? I'm like, yeah, I'm very hot, but I'm all right. Well, aren't you sweating? I was like, I'm sweating my ass off, but I'm all right. So I stayed like this the whole time. Even other co-stars that were there that knew who I was, and from the haunt community, they didn't even see my face. Nobody sees my face.
See, that's what we in Tennessee
That's
call a
work.
professional.
Yes.
Yeah, that's
Yes.
work.
Okay, I love that, and that was actually something that I read, and I want to say it was on like one of your profiles or something like that when we were reaching out to invite you here. That you do not show your face in public. That everything you see is the clown. Have you had people try to ruin the surprise?
Demask you.
Demask.
No, I think I do a very good job separating
Nice.
personal and clown. If you type in Willy Vodka on Google, there's the other search that says Willy Vodka without mask, Willy Vodka without his face. Who is Willy Vodka?
So everybody's intrigued. There's already searches out for you.
Yeah.
Nice.
I assure you, if I take off my mask, I don't need people to fall in love with me more than they already are.
Oh.
It's only when you get a criminal record do they like dissect it. Then they're like, okay, AKA when they put it in the report, and then they can start Googling that.
Yeah, I plead the fifth.
So speaking of criminal records, what did you feel like? Were you clowning in 2016 when the whole thing was happening?
That is actually when Willy Vodka was born, 2017. But it wasn't because of that. I started before that, and then all these idiots started coming out of the woodworks from the woods and stuff with the little spirit Halloween clown outfits on. It's like, come on, man.
Are we talking? Is this the It thing? Is that when that came out? Is that what we're?
Yeah.
Okay.
And everybody was terrified of clowns. They're like, oh, they're gonna kill me.
Yeah.
They're coming out of the woods. These are it was like a trend. It really what it was.
It was.
But it did stop us from going, because we usually do a parade in Lake Jackson, and they're like, y'all can come out, no clowns. They're like, all right. It did stop us from doing some things because clowns were a big thing at that year.
Mhm.
But it blew over, and now they love me.
Yay.
Yeah.
I just want to kind of back up and say, because what Lauren is referencing and what Willy Vodka is referencing, in 2016, there was sightings of clowns in the wild, just out of nowhere. And they were all over the place. And oddly enough, my brother actually saw one. My brother works for International Paper, and he was at a meal, and he sent me a message in the middle of the night saying, I just drove past a clown. I'm like, what? He's like, I just drove past a clown on the side of the road. It was like 2 or 3 in the morning, and he was completely freaked out. He's like, I don't know if I'm supposed to run over it. I'm like, please don't go back and run over it.
Oh my goodness. I was going to say, I've never seen one. I still occasionally will drive by in our neighborhood. Somebody will put a red balloon hanging out of the storm drain. Like that happens often around here as a joke, but I've never seen somebody dress up as a clown and come out of the woods.
So my oldest child is absolutely terrified of clowns. I mean, absolutely cannot stand clowns at all. And I understand there's a whole phobia that goes alongside that. I'm going to mispronounce this, but Coulrophobia, I think, is what is known as the fear of clowns. But so I ran across a site online where you can rent a clown to stalk someone for like a week of their birthday, and then they'll show up at the door and give them like a happy birthday cake or something like that. I wanted to do that so bad, but I'm scared it would terrify. I'm scared that she would absolutely have a heart attack and die. You want to do it?
You don't know if they pack a pistol either. They're just going to be like,
I can do it. I can do it.
You will do it, or you have?
No, I'll do it. I mean, I haven't done it, but I'll do it.
Hang on, real quick. All right, audience, if you're interested in someone clowning, stalking one of your people that you do not like very well in the world, call up Willy Vodka.
Hey. Other side.
This guy.
That guy. That one.
Money, give me beer. I got it.
I actually had a little thing that I had prepared that was kind of in reference to the whole 2016
the super secret
shenanigans.
Okay.
I don't know if the Cabana Boy is ready, but I'm gonna start.
Are you ready,
reading.
Cabana?
Cabana Boy. Wait.
Yeah,
what?
Cabana Boy, he said he's ready. Yes, I'm going to say yes.
All right. Well, it's just a really quick deep dive. In September of 2016, the clown sightings were in full swing. Each prankster trying to outdo or out-escalate their stunts. It had been over a month since the clown sighting phenomenon had begun.
That was just so funny. I'm sorry.
Why?
Yeah. Just 1 month later, a clown sighting will have been reported in almost every state.
I felt like a citation or arrest on it. Nice.
Flomaton, Alabama was no exception to this case. A Facebook page emerged calling themselves Flomo Clown after the town. Its bio stated, I kill
Hello,
people.
I'm Flomo the Clown.
Mm-hmm. And its bio stating, I kill people for a living.
Oh,
Their post,
okay.
yeah. Their posts
I probably shouldn't be
consisting
laughing.
mainly of shock value, like scary clown pics. Naturally, as the clown craze grew, so did the
I know him.
page. That's one of the posts that this page actually did post on that Facebook. Naturally, as the clown craze grew, so did the mystery page's popularity with the youth of the area. The children of Flomaton began to receive messages. I'll give you a second to read that there. It says, call us, we want to play. They attempted to call them. See you at school, smiley face, and big bang,
Bang, bang,
emojis.
Yeah.
Bang, bang, bang.
That's a real fast way to end up in the list.
On September 15th, 2016, Escambia County Sheriff's Office and the Flomaton Police Department began receiving reports from parents of threats to their children. Most of these threats seem to focus on the schools featuring emojis with guns. That day, the Flomaton High School, Middle School, and Elementary, all located on the same campus, Huxford Elementary north of Atmore, Escambia County High School in Atmore, and Escambia Academy in Atmore were all placed on a lockdown. Shortly following, 2 juveniles and a Michaela Smith, who was 22 at the time, were arrested. Michaela having... Yeah, 22, right?
Yeah. What's she doing there?
Michaela, having been the ringleader of the Flomo Clown incident, was charged with making a terrorist threat and pleaded guilty. She was given a $200,000 bond and sentenced to 10 years, which was reduced later to 5-year probation and was banned from all social media for the time. Though the culprit was found, the next day, a new Flomo Clown Facebook page was made and is still up to this day.
How active is it? Is it still active?
It was active up until 2018, 2019, I believe. And people still go on there. You can read comments of very angry people making very rude comments on this page. They aren't doing so much of the threatening the schools on there anymore as they were so much creepy clown. It's like they were like, oh, this is happening. Flomo Clown. Got it. Okay. And they just kind of took off with it.
So the Happy Meal killer, the McDonald's, Ronald McDonald one, that's actually one of my friends. He goes by the name of Balso on here on YouTube. The Balso Show. He does a variety of different things. I assure you, he's not gonna go to a school. But he calls that character the Happy Meal Killer. Amazing character. He did a fantastic job. He actually got like an original like jumpsuit. Yeah, him. He got an original jumpsuit from McDonald's, and that mask is custom made. And seeing that in person is totally way different than seeing it on a picture.
It seems like they would almost be on stilts, because from every picture I've seen of that specific clown, they're very tall. It's like the camera angle is always up.
He's very wiry and tall. He's not in stilts. He's just a very wiry fella.
Wow. Okay. It was funny when you blurted out. It's like, I know that guy. I didn't know if you were BSing us or if you actually knew that guy, because it's like, I don't know.
The clown community is smaller and bigger than you think. It's both small and big.
Nice.
So how does one get into the clown community? I mean, did you just wake up one morning and go, I'm going to be a clown?
The killer clown. Well, I'm a haunted house clown. I'm a creepy clown, whatever, per se. I joined Creepy Hollow Haunted House about 7 years ago. I created a character. Had a buddy of mine named Dribbles. He was like, man, you should make a clown character. And I was like, I'm not really much into clowns. I don't think they're scary. Blah 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 blah. Long story short, I ended up buying a mask, a custom-made mask. From there, the story, the great adventure of Willy Vodka was born, and now you see this. I mean, I've been through many variations. I've been adding things and just going from one place to another and finding who I really am. And it just, if you want to do what I do, the best thing that I can advise anybody, even you ladies, if you want to be killer clowns, join a haunt. Join a haunt. Learn your character. Do your research on other clowns. Try not to like step on anybody's big giant feet. And come up with something original, something that really will blow somebody's mind.
Nice.
So basically, you went to clown college. Is that what we understand?
No, I got kicked out.
Okay. And do you do your own stunts?
All the time.
Nice.
So is there something that your character does that he is known for doing? Is there like drinking? Okay.
Gotcha.
Hence the name.
Willy Vodka.
I think that's us too, isn't it?
Oh yeah, no, of course not. We would never. Ever.
Well, I can't do balloon animals because I'm very spiky. So every time I try to do balloon animals, they pop.
You're on TikTok, right?
Yeah.
I need to see a TikTok of you like trying to do that pop. Dang it! I'm gonna get a pop.
Yeah, they just pop. I can't juggle because I'm drunk half of the time.
I think some of us would juggle better, Truck. So I mean,
I can juggle.
I'm not a very good birthday party clown.
Depends on whose birthday, though. Yeah, I was going to say.
If it's a bachelorette party, I could be a really good bachelorette party clown.
There you go.
Yeah.
But that would cost you an arm and a leg. That I charge extra for that.
Okay, so this was something that actually was brought up, and you're kind of mentioning the bachelorette party. So we have a friend of ours who is a horror cosplayer who cosplays Jason Voorhees, and we had a nice long conversation with him about some of the things that he has been asked and propositioned. Do you have a lot of people that you find are there clown fetishes out there? Are there things like that you're getting propositioned that you're just like, what in the okay?
So a fans only clown page.
I know, is there an OnlyFans?
Let's hear this.
There is a clown fetish. Like there's a coulrophobia. There's also coulrophobia, which is people that are like, hey, clowns, come here. It's totally, there really is. There's a, I don't know what it is about a clown. I've gotten very strange messages before, and I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna block you too. So I mean, like, yeah, like, dude, leave me alone. I don't want to see your feet. It's just like, yeah, that costs extra. No, like it's just really at the haunt. We don't sell alcohol at Creepy Hollow at all. So that makes me already upset. I'm already on edge because I have to be sober. But some people are like, there's a loophole. They just come drunk. So whenever they come drunk, it's usually like a group of ladies or like a group of like, we're men and they want to fight everybody. But the ladies are like, oh, you're a clown. I'm like, I know. I get it. And sometimes and when I take pictures with people, I try to, you can see my hands most of the time.
Yeah.
You'll see my hands. You can't see theirs.
I'm sorry. I'm still over here just laughing at, dang it. Just because I'm a clown doesn't mean I have a foot fetish.
Yeah. I mean, I'm just a clown. I'm not a piece of meat,
There's some creepy people out there, so there you go.
Yeah, some people are like, damn, look at that redheaded.
Eli. Oh, Eli.
Yeah. Pull that comment
back up
real quick.
Eli says, well, you know what they say. Everybody loves a clown. Thanks, Eli.
Some a little too much.
Every Jack wants the box. Or everybody wants Jax's box. I don't know.
Yeah, that can be interpreted a few ways.
But like sometimes, like I'll take a picture with somebody, and I'll put my hands up here. That way, I'm not doing anything stupid. But then I start feeling like their hand, like down here, and the more it takes to take the picture, the more it just goes to my butt. And at that moment, I look at them and I go, "Why are you grabbing my butt?" And then the hand goes real quick. They just let go. I make it obvious.
So you understand what it's like to be a female at a convention?
Yeah.
Oh Lord.
Yeah,
no, it's true.
That's true.
Female, male. You know what? You commented about the whole clown fetish as someone in my family who has been in cyber investigations for many, many years. Basically, we know that there is a fetish for everything. There is a fetish.
What is that rule? Oh, rule 40.
Rule 47.
Thank you.
42?
Or 42.
No?
47 or 42. It could be 42.
Okay.
Cabana Boy, is it 47 or 42? We feel
Somebody
like you would
Google
know.
and let us know in the comments.
Well, with that rule, it means if you can think it, there's bad versions of it on the internet. Yeah.
Yeah.
Basically. Rule 34. Rule 34. Yeah, 34.
30. Okay.
We're both way off.
Yeah.
Thank you, Eli. We knew you. Okay.
Drinking.
Yeah. Like everybody knows it's Rule 34, but us. Okay.
I used to be in a group called, literally named Rule 34, and it was like a joke thing on Facebook.
Sorry, numbers.
Fired.
Why does that transform have boom?
42 is the answer to everything, okay?
That's true. Yeah, that's right.
So we know that there's been a lot of real life creepy associations with clowns. I mean, for instance, if you think about one of the most notorious serial killers, John Wayne Gacy, who was Pogo, that was fast. Thank you, Cabana Boy.
Yeah,
he knew we were going to serial killers.
Oh Lord.
Why? Obviously the concept of a scary killer clown had to originate from somewhere, because it's not something, because clowns were not necessarily created to be frightening, but why is it, do you think, that clowns have that creepy vibe about them?
Oh, I'll go.
Okay, you go, Lauren.
To me, the whole idea of clowns being creepy, a lot of it did stem from Gacy, but there's a lot of other instances of this, like way back into silent movies. There is creepy clowns in silent movies, and they're low, and it usually takes place like on the set. Like you could tell the movie's supposed to be like they're on the set and they're making a movie, and that is the movie. And then there's like some clown who they think is like, oh, someone is in costume and character, and they're not, and they keep getting closer. Like it's little things like that that have come around. Gacy did really hit it though, and it's because he used it as an opportunity to get closer to children.
Okay, yeah. I think anytime you put those two together, that any type of,
you're supposed to be able to trust the people who are there that you hire or whatever to entertain your children. There is supposed to be this level. The people who run your daycares, the people who entertain at parties, the people who are magicians. There is this level of trust that as a parent you're supposed to be able to give these people. And the idea that, wait, you can't trust any of these people as a parent, it hits really hard, and you have to sit there and go, oh, okay, so I need to watch like all of the things. Gotcha. Okay. And at least that's my opinion.
So.
Oh, yeah, I remember that movie.
Killer Clowns.
Killer Clowns from Outer Space.
I feel like clowns, when they first, I guess, even back in the jester days when there was jesters and stuff like that, nobody can be that happy. Nobody's that happy.
Yeah.
That all that with the, like me, like right now, I you don't know if I'm really happy. Am I smiling, or is it just because that's what I do?
No, you're mad. It's fine.
Exactly.
you're angry. We can tell.
I feel like just that overexpression themselves, people find that uncomfortable.
Yeah, I can see that. Yeah.
Scabs actually gave me a little clown history when a couple months ago we were at the haunt, and he's like, well, the reason clowns are actually now scarier is because back in the day when there were circus and traveling around, a lot of these convicts would come out of jail and they needed a job, so they would go and join a circus. What better way to disguise themselves than putting on a clown outfit? And because it's designed to hide your identity. It's designed to keep it a secret. That probably created a couple issues with convicts being clowns back in the day. Now I've gotten messages where like, hey, clown, let me see your face. Oh, how do you look on your face? Face reveal. It's because people cannot. I guess it doesn't calculate in their head like, why is this person hiding his identity? What is he hiding behind that mask and stuff like that? Now we've come to an evolution of the birthday clown to what I am. I am a haunted house clown. I am designed to be creepy. I am designed to be way more over the top, and I am designed to scare you. But also, I'm still a clown. You know, with John Wayne Gacy, he knew what he was doing from the get-go. Yeah. He had a thing for children. He became a clown. That's how he was getting kids. Then I guess he started a construction company, starting hiring young, attractive males to work in his company. And that's when the killing started, and he started putting them under his house. He knew exactly what he was getting into. And that stuff like that gives people like it's like me that just want to entertain a bad name, a bad rep. But I guess it comes with the territory.
It does. There's also one more like really historically kind of big thing that you have to think of with clowning and like circuses in the old days. A lot of people started finding clowns unsettling because of racism. And hear me out here. A lot of the people who were working those jobs in the circus, the trapeze artists, just the entire, all of them were people who just needed to take a job at the time. A lot of them were immigrants coming in. And so they would do whatever they needed. And they're all, you know, they come in and they leave out of sight. And if something happens to happen in the time frame of ish when they came, well, guess who makes a really, really good person to be like, oh, well, I bet it was these people over here who did it. A lot of the fear of circus and clowns and all of that did stem from racism and just from these people who are coming in. They don't look like us and they're in our town for a while and all of a sudden they're gone. And this happens to Shelby over here. And so you can go back and historically connect a lot of that as well.
Well, if you look at American Horror Story, the season that was all about the carnival, the circus season, that's all it was basically racism, but it was also classism and people afraid of things that are different. I think that we had a conversation once, and this was actually in association with our doll episode, that a lot of people also get a little creeped out by it because it is the personification of something human that's not quite human, the uncanny valley. So, and I think kind of clowns fall into that category as well. So, and thank you, Magda, for that one, because that was actually something that she brought up in our chat recently. But yeah, that is definitely something that I feel. I don't have an issue with clowns. Honestly, I love clowns. I wanted, Kat and I share a goal that we want to be horror hostesses, but my horror hostess had a pet clown that was like.
Can I be the pet clown?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I'm not going to ask.
She worked at a movie theater. She had a pet clown that was probably close to 7 feet tall named Spatter that would kill people for her.
Oh, not me.
We haven't had this conversation?
Nope.
Really?
Really?
There's actually pictures of the character. I just never found the right clown.
Oh. Well, I'm 5 foot tall, so wrong.
I mean, a 5 foot clown that kills people named Spatter.
Still.
I mean, this is thoroughly thought out. This is actually thoroughly thought out. The whole thing.
Let me ask you ladies a question.
Yes.
What ethnicity do you think I am?
Ooh.
From listening to you speak, I would say Latino.
I would not have said Latino because it's like you've really, really practiced trying to make the accent the just general, this is an accent of and that's what it sounds like. You've really, really practiced. So trying to listen to like where you're from, like north, south, it's very different. You've done a really good job on that. If that is an intent.
Kat, what do you think?
Oh, she's thinking.
I'm studying. I'm just hang on. You know, I could say either Latino, but I almost think there's some kind of like Asian influence going on in there. Like,
oh, okay, I can hear that a little bit too.
Maybe Filipino or something.
Y'all ready?
Okay.
Yeah, are y'all ready?
Oh,
Yes.
you're gonna tell us?
You're gonna tell us? We get personal information.
You're gonna, yeah. I was gonna say.
Well, this is everybody's knowledge. Everybody that follows me knows.
Oh, okay.
Hmm.
I don't feel special anymore.
Are y'all ready?
Nope.
Yes.
Yes.
Yep.
Hola, señoritas. ¿Cómo están?
Okay.
Oh,
I am
Okay,
Mexican.
Y'all hit it.
I'm a Mexican American clown.
nice.
Okay.
I love it.
That is awesome.
Say something horrifying in Mexican in Spanish.
we have our own language in America, Mexican.
Oh my god!
Oh my God! Did I really just say that?
There's so many dialects, right? There's so many dialects.
There's like you speak 3? Okay,
Yeah.
so
I speak American. I speak English. I speak Spanish.
We call it American.
You did it.
Yeah, we don't use the Queen's
don't
English.
speak
It's fine. We say American.
I'm like, I just died. Something terrifying in Spanish.
Yes.
I really don't know what I would say. I mean, I wouldn't understand me.
Oh no, but it can be communicated in a way that we can understand. Trust me.
Oh yeah, you could say
That's
that.
acting skills.
Like,
We know you have
I
acting
could-
skills.
The only thing I know how to say that I remember from Spanish class is I like chihuahuas. They're tasty like chicken. I'm pretty sure I can make that like
What?
terrifying.
What?
Like eating. What?
That was a
That's that
class?
phrase?
My Spanish teacher didn't speak Spanish. Okay, there was one.
How do you get that job? Like, can we all just sign up to
Wait a
teach
minute,
Spanish? Like, how does that work exactly?
That's just that's
French
the
teacher was
the
German and
Mississippi
didn't really
school
speak
system.
French.
Oh, okay. Say no more. Say no more.
So
You
something
learned to say-
terrifying.
You learned to say, I eat chihuahuas. What was it? What the?
And they taste like chicken. It's
I like
like-
I learned to say, I'm very enchanted to make your
Okay, wait,
acquaintance in
wait,
French,
wait,
and
pull
you
up-
eat chihuahuas?
I
Pull
don't
up the
think-
last-
Wrong class.
Pull up the last comment.
Oh,
They
Lord.
want. I think they're asking you to say this in terrifyingly like
Oh
clown.
God, please say this.
But
I am trying so hard
Spanish.
to fix my skateboard, and the tears of laughter are not helping.
Oh,
I don't think
yeah.
that's.
Oh, okay, no.
Yeah, that's
but
us.
I want you to say it though.
So I'm gonna say what she said, but I'm gonna say it in Spanish.
Okay.
So repeat what you said in English so I can get it in my head.
Who, me?
Put the
Yeah.
phrase back up
About
on
eating
the.
chihuahuas.
I like
Oh, okay.
I like chihuahuas. They're tasty like chicken.
A mí me gustan los chihuahuas. Y saben como pollo.
It's not even scary. It's not even scary in Spanish. It just sounds.
you need the SAP right under my name. So-
No.
You need like the suspenseful like ding, 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 music in the background. Y'all,
Maybe
The
it's
it's
like,
dramatic
Chihuahua.
music.
we
Yeah.
have 6 minutes left and we have yet to touch on any movies or anything. Oh my
I got all
goodness.
the time in the world, ladies. I got all the time in the world. Yeah, you gotta do what y'all gotta do.
Okay, well, I just want to real quick because I spent a lot of time watching the new It movies just to like prepare for this because I had never seen it before, the old one or the new one, and I'm a big Tim Curry fan. But I was not. Oh, okay. Apparently, in the olden days, when you bought it, the first original one, it came in 2 VHS tapes. No one told me
Mhm.
that, and
In
someone
the
had lost
olden
the
days?
first one.
Just
So
like
when I was a
Titanic.
So when I was a kid, I put the tape in like, yeah, I'm gonna watch the creepy clown movie, and it was the second half with like the guys are older and it's slower, and I was like, this movie sucks. What is everyone talking about?
Yeah, it was a made-for-TV series or movie. Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't ever know that I had missed an entire first half of it until like my adult years. And so in preparation for this show, I finally sat down and I watched the new version of it. And I think I may have done an oopsie because now my 4-year-old wants to be Pennywise for Halloween.
Oh, that would be a cute costume.
She's
that would be
super
a really
excited.
cute costume for a little kid.
We have something. Keeli's commented, Captain Spaulding for president.
Yeah, Captain Spaulding was probably pretty much my favorite. Nobody compares.
Oh
to
yeah, I
him,
remember
so.
this
Like
one.
clowns? Don't you like clowns?
That's been a while.
Thank you.
since that
Say
one's been out.
it.
What? That was it. Don't you think we're funny? You told me I can't say the F word. So
Yeah, keep it. No F-bombs or they'll knock us off the air.
Yeah.
Okay, so to prepare for this show, you want to know what I watched bits and pieces of? You ready for this?
Yeah.
I didn't watch the whole thing, but I'm going to go back and watch it. I watched Blood Harvest. Thank you very much. Blood Harvest with freaking Tiny Tim as the clown.
Oh my
Thank
goodness.
you. It was glorious. I'm going to watch the whole damn thing now. It was glorious.
Have y'all seen Terrifier?
Mm-mm.
I have not. I've seen bits and pieces of it. There's a new one coming out. There's like is just is it Halloween that is coming out or is it sooner?
So I think it's coming out this year. I'm not sure. Terrifier, when I watched it the first time, because he was in All Hallows Eve before, but it was a different actor. Now the guy who plays Art the Clown did a fantastic, phenomenal job. Literally, it became one of my favorite clown movies. I mean, I've seen Stitches, I've seen Clown, I've seen Killer Clowns from Outer Space and all that stuff.
Nice.
But the way that Art did that movie, it was beautiful. He wasn't just killing people; he was doing it comically, and that's what a killer clown is supposed to do.
Yeah.
I mean, to me, at the haunted house, if I'm gonna and I've said that earlier today when I was in a different podcast. When I'm at the haunted house, if I'm gonna chase somebody, I'm gonna make it look so dumb. But exactly, just like that.
If you have your hover round, that'll be chase them on the hover round. I mean,
I will talk to Creepy Hall, see if I can get me a hover round.
That would be
there you go.
Oh my goodness!
Thank you.
But wait! What? I'm sorry. That looked like Weird Al Yankovic for me.
Yes, it does. Yes, it does. Absolutely.
As Tiny Tim got older, he actually had that look about him. He's honestly, when he started out back in the day, other than the big giant nose, he was not a bad looking guy. But as he got older, yeah, he looked a whole lot like Weird Al.
Weird Al.
Okay, so I know we're coming up to the top of our hour. So just real quick, kind of run around. Let us, everybody, tell us what if you had to pick a clown movie to watch and to recommend. Your top 2 clown movies. Go. What would it be? Go. Okay.
I'm
Lauren, you go first.
Yeah.
Sorry, you're already talking. You go first.
I'm gonna skip the traditional ones. I'm gonna throw out Gags the Clown, which if you Cabana Boy, if you have the picture still up from the thing, the one that was a white face and had black balloons in his hand that was like against a wall. Anyway, yep, that one. That is Gags the Clown. They appeared in 2016, and they were one of the viral clown photos that went around, and everyone was so scared of the 2016 clowns. They had a movie come out about Gags the Clown in 2018. But when I was researching that, I was like, wait, there's a movie? Yes, I want to watch. And so I sat down and I watched it last night, and it was absolutely like terrifying, yet also hilarious. It's very like, okay, there's a camera crew and there's this camera crew, and it's still kind of live footage, think Paranormal Activity-esque, but with like handheld cameras and stuff. But it was really good. They had this very interesting premise about the clown, and a lot of clown movies are all very the same. Oh no, it's a spirit in the clown thing, or no, it's just some killer crazy gone crazy, whatever. This one had a very kind of different premise, and I was very happy with it.
Cool.
That was one movie.
That was one movie.
That was one. We're supposed to say two.
That was one.
Two's hard to come up. Two's a hard number for this.
Two is hard to come
There's
up
not
with.
so many.
You're cut
pass.
off. No more
I'm
drinking.
cut. Oh, what is that? Right. Sorry.
Are
No
you
more
passing?
drinking for you.
What?
What's your two then?
Who, me?
No, Willie.
Willie.
Mine. Okay. I'm gonna say the one that I'm in.
That's
yeah,
fair.
well, you got to say that.
Advertising.
We want to see this hotel. Yeah.
Actually, Clown Motel. Oh, there I am.
Oh, nice.
Thirst
That
trap.
one actually went viral, and that's how the clown fetish started, by the way.
That's the original. That's the original.
Okay,
Clown
well,
Fetish
with that
fan.
pose and everything, I can see that.
Yeah.
That was actually in one of the promo videos we did last year for Creepy Hollow. It's great. I'll send it to you, ladies, that can watch it. It's very, very awesome.
Is there an
so-
OnlyFans version?
No.
Okay.
So, Clown Motel 2, it actually just released this past week. It's on Amazon. You can go watch it. If you have Amazon Prime, it's probably free for you. If not, it's like $5.99. I liked it. It was a roller coaster. It's good. I'm in it. Like it. Either Terrifier or Stitches. If you have not seen Stitches, I highly recommend it. Stitches is about a birthday clown that goes to a birthday party and he hates his job as it is. He ends up tripping, killing himself in the dishwasher. 16 years later, them kids are grown up. So he comes and gets payback for them.
Oh, I want to watch that. That sounds awesome.
It is a phenomenal, amazing movie. I think it's Australian. I really enjoyed the crap out of it. And Terrifier. Watch Terrifier. If you have not seen it, it's a masterpiece. There you go, man. Your guy is real quick.
I know he's good. He's good.
Yeah.
We like him a lot. One of the things that I really liked about Stitches is that he actually because a lot of times when you have horror clown movies, how they kill people it isn't funny. It's more frightening than it is funny. And in Stitches, the kills were straight out of traditional clown gag moves, and that was something that caught my attention. I really like that. While I'm up, I'm going to go and say, not necessarily a movie, but probably one of my favorite clowns that I've seen in a long time was Twisty from American Horror Story.
Ooh, nice.
I really kind of think that they sank his character when they made his backstory too sad, because originally when he was just showing up and he was scary as hell, and I loved him so much. But probably my second is going to, you know what? I'm just going to go with the new Joker movie, because
that is scary.
I love that movie because it touches on like the mental health aspects of it, and it is so real.
Ooh.
And okay.
Sorry.
You got one now? You got
Sorry. Yes. Sorry. No, keep going. Keep going.
Me. Okay.
No.
Those were my two. But if I had to pick another one, I'd probably say Shakes the Clown, because I like Bobcat Goldthwait. So there's that.
Nice. Sorry. I didn't mean to remember in mid-sentence. It was that light bulb, like, oh, that one. Who remembers Pee-wee's Big Adventure? And
yes.
That he changed the bike to.
Yes.
And then later there's the clowns who run out and they're like, we're fixing your bike.
Where they're breaking it. It is a nightmare. Yep. Yeah, that's where the bike was chained to that clown, and that's where it broke apart. Like the chain was, absolutely.
And then there was like the nurse clowns who came in afterwards in the nightmare sequence to fix it. And okay. I got my two.
Is it who, me? I don't have two movies per se, but I do like Tim Curry in the original. That scared me for a long time when I was a kid when that came on. I remember like that. It just, I don't know. It kind of reminded me of something from a child. They had like a show called like Bozo the Clown or something, and he looked like that, and the scary version. And you never put to it. Yeah, it was creepy. But I mean, as far as another movie, like I'm just sitting here. I will think of like 5 at 3 a.m. and nothing at this moment. I know, like for me, terrifying clowns. Like some people who are like rodeo clowns, watching them go out there and they get,
Bozo?
lifted up.
Mhm.
Is that both? Yep. Because
Yep.
he had the red hair. It was the same red hair and the red nose. Yes. So.
And there was a clown that they actually kind of took inspiration from Bozo on in an episode of Are You Afraid of the Dark, which was from like our
Oh yeah, the
childhood-ish.
90s, like the early
Yeah.
90s. Yeah, I
So
remember
that
was...
might be like kind of a correlation there. They had a whole thing about this one clown episode, and the kid had to run up and steal the clown nose off the thing, and
that's a pretty bad prank, but yeah. My
That's
butt
bad.
kicked as a kid.
You're talking about the
that.
older movies? What?
Yeah.
Oh,
Wow, look at
Zebo,
that.
I think his name was Zebo.
yes,
Oh,
you know
hate
your
it.
clowns.
Burn the fire.
I like your nose though; it's spiky.
Yeah, it's spiky.
I was born this way.
Tim Curry. and the
that
Tim-
must have been painful.
Yeah.
mom.
What about the clown from what is that? That one movie, Poltergeist. The little clown that's on his head.
Oh,
Yeah, around the kid, and he grabs the kid,
yeah,
the
that's
boy.
why I hate clowns.
Oh, I love that. I
hate
think I think we have a picture of that one. But that was the creepiest. And then they redid the movie and they made the clown like not as creepy as the original somehow. I don't know how that happened, but the
It was
original
good.
was just like, okay, yeah,
Yeah,
I
yeah,
hate that thing. I hate that thing.
Mhm.
I don't mind I don't mind live clowns, but dolls and especially if
Oh,
it's
yeah.
a doll clown. Oh my god, I hate it so much. So I hate to say this. I'm getting the notice that we got to wrap it up, guys.
Aw.
Oh, look,
Oh my
he's got a
God,
little
really?
mini me.
It's you. Okay.
Aw,
That's
so
fun.
cute.
Aw.
See, I have this thing
It's even
where I
got
wanna-
spikes in its nose.
Yeah, that's when you've arrived, when somebody's made a doll out of you. I always say that's
I have
good.
this one, and then I have a voodoo doll somebody made of me.
I love the Deadpool.
I'm glad you have your own voodoo doll that is made of you. That's probably better that you own that and not somebody
That is
else.
Wonderful.
I'm not
A
full of
clown that
myself.
ate bread. Yeah.
No,
Krampus.
Definitely not.
you should see my house. It's
Let
my
house is a lot like this.
me show you one thing before we end.
Oh,
okay.
And,
Okay.
Let's see. Do you ladies shop at Spencer's?
Sometimes.
on occasion.
Man, it
Depends
a long
on the-
time ago. Like when
If he breaks out a dildo, I'm gonna
we
cry.
haven't seen those since the 90s around here.
Oh my!
Oh my gosh!
This
That
was
is-
at this was in Spencer's all across America.
That's you.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. There you go.
It was
you
on shirts. It was
That's
on shirts.
awesome.
Yeah.
That is. Oh my.
Please tell me they
goodness.
gave you one and you didn't have to buy it though.
Oh, no,
I just want to know.
The artist sent that to me.
That's
nice.
awesome.
I was about to
It
say, if
was-
you did not show up to a Spencer's dressed in clown and bought one of those, yes,
Oh my gosh.
yes, yeah.
Do
Me
they
and
have
Relic went out-
signings? Could you
Yeah,
like,
yeah. Me and Relic went out there because Relic has one too. We went out to the Spencer's here in the Houston area, and we were out there taking pictures, giving away shirts, all that stuff when it first came out. The shirts were everywhere. You can still find them on Spencer's website and all that stuff. But that was for a line
awesome.
called Cult of Fools, and it ended. But I never thought I was gonna be there.
That is
That's
super
awesome.
cool. Can we
Can
pull
we go
up
back
Toy
to
Robot?
robots?
Yeah, a Toy
What
Robot
poster you
visual
got on
arts.
your wall? Well,
My toy
yeah.
robot.
It's me. No,
It's
what
a
poster?
poster-
Toy Robots is a person.
Yeah.
Oh,
What poster
I'm
you
like,
got on
wait.
your wall? Me.
Yeah. What poster you got? Well, oh, that's me.
It's me. And-
That one's me too.
Nice.
okay.
That is super cool.
All those
I
are
love-
me too.
I love that your studio is decked out in you. That's hilarious.
Yeah.
That is so
Celebrate
hilarious.
yourself. Yes.
Nobody's gonna love me like I love me.
That's true.
That's
Self-love
true.
is a good thing.
Lauren's like, that can be taken two different ways. Two different ways.
Okay.
I will
And,
Bye.
and on that note, I am being told I got to wrap it up. I got to wrap it
Oh.
up. I'm so
All
sorry.
right.
By
I
the way,
way too much
loved
fun.
it. Loved it so much. Guys,
Thank
thank
you.
you. Thank you for being on with us, Willy Vodka. You are a blast. Oh my God. And you are a wealth of information about clown history too. That was great. Oh my gosh. So thank you. Thank you. Thank you. If
You're
you
welcome.
if you like what you see, be sure and follow us, and be sure and stalk us. Not really, because that's not cool. But please follow us. Find us on Facebook. Willy Vodka, where can people find you if they want to stalk and follow you, but not be creepy about it?
Well, again, I am Willy Vodka. I'm your favorite uncle you've never met from Creepy Hollow Haunted House. I do weekly shows on Facebook, usually Fridays. I do weekly shows on TikTok, usually Fridays after my Facebook one. Sometimes I pop in and out doing events. You can find me on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, Twitch, Twitter. Just type in Willy Vodka. But be careful when you Google it, because you're going to get some weird pictures. But other than that, you can find me with that name right here.
All right.
All right. And with that, I'm going to say pleasant screams.
Can everyone just do it real quick? 1, 2, 3.